Hey guys, what's up? This is Bharat. You're watching iGyan. I hope your week's been fine. Here is your tech so far. Tech so far. So last week we did our first episode of Tech So Far, and a lot of you guys didn't like the second angle. So we decided to keep it anyway. Deal with it. So the Samsung Galaxy M31s has been leaked, and it will supposedly carry the 9611 Exynos chipset. It'll have 6GB of RAM along with 4 cameras on the back, which includes the 64 megapixel primary camera, an 8 megapixel ultra wide camera, a 5 megapixel macro camera, and a 5 megapixel depth sensor. The phone will also have 6000 milliamp hours of battery along with a 25 watt fast charger over USB Type-C. The display will also be a full HD plus display and an AMOLED display, which will be acceptable and really appreciated by a lot of people. It is expected that the phone will launch below the 20,000 price bracket, but if it launches over the 20,000 price bracket, would you pick a Samsung Galaxy M31s or would you pick a OnePlus Nord? Let us know in the comment section below. So Lenovo's also launched the Legion Phone Dual. Now we've already checked out the Asus ROG Phone 3, which was launched yesterday. We can link you to that video. You can click here on the top right and go directly to that video to check it out. But that phone is an interesting phone. It has an 865 plus chip as well and 5G capability, a really good price as well for the specs offered. But the Legion Phone Dual, also known as the Legion Phone Pro, will not possibly come to India. It has an 865 plus chip, and it also has two 2500 milliamp hour batteries that can be charged simultaneously. So you can plug in USB-C cables onto multiple ports that are on the phone, and you can charge both these batteries together, and in about 30 minutes the phone can be fully charged because you have two cables plugged into your phone instead of the one that you usually would. Another interesting thing is that it has a pop-up camera, but the pop-up camera is in an unusual position. So it's on the side of the phone versus usually on the top of the phone. And you'll get landscape selfies, I guess. It is a 20 megapixel f2.2 camera. There is no information on the display, but we're assuming that it's at least a 120 hertz refresh rate on the display. And you got a Qualcomm Snapdragon 865 Plus along with 12 gigabyte of RAM and a whopping 512 gigabyte of storage. So really good specs, but we're not sure if you're going to see it in India. But they should launch it in India because it seems like an interesting device. Now here's something that you didn't expect to hear in the news. The UAE, or the United Arab Emirates, has launched an interplanetary space mission, which was launched on the Japan 2A rocket from the Tanegashima Space Center. Now this is a long duration interplanetary mission. It'll take about 7 months. It is expected to get into orbit around Mars in February of 2021. Hopefully this mission will yield some success because the plans for humans to get to Mars are ramping up. It seems a lot of countries are interested in pushing out their Mars missions, and hopefully we will be able to colonize that planet in our lifetimes. And if we can, then we'll have something like Star Trek happening here. Who knows? But we'll find out. What are your thoughts on landing on Mars, colonizing Mars, living on Mars? Would you do it? Would you get on a spaceship and leave the Earth to reach another planet? Let us know what your thoughts are in the comments below. Now, speaking of Mars, NASA is ready to launch their next Mars mission. They're sending a Perseverance rover along with an Ingenuity helicopter to scan the surface of Mars and check for human capability of living on Mars. So they will not only scan the air, they'll check the horizon, they'll also check for temperatures, see what kind of taste is in the soil, just to see if human habitation can happen. This is the first time they're sending a helicopter, which I'm guessing is like a drone, to go and scan the surface of Mars. So it'll also need to be seen if there is enough atmosphere for drones to fly in Mars. What's also interesting is that this is not an autonomous mission. This will be controlled by NASA scientists over here on Earth, so they'll be able to control the rover. The launch window is somewhere from July 30th to August 15th. They plan to launch the mission during that time frame. So coming to car news, and exciting news from India, a company called Praveg has launched or shown off the Extinction Mark 1 electric car for India. Now this has a reported 300 kilometer driving range, and the design looks very familiar. It doesn't look very futuristic, but it has a lot of LED lights on it, according to the company. But a driving range of 300 kilometers is really acceptable for a country like India, and if they can manage that at a price that a lot of people would like to get the car at would be really interesting. It does remind me of some of the Maruti cars that we used to see back in the day, but of course a little more futuristic design and sharper angles along the car, giving it a more electric car feel. What do you guys think of the design? Would you buy a Praveg Extinction Mark 1 if you had the opportunity to? What do you think they should price it at? Let us know in the comment section below if you would buy an Indian origin electric car, especially if it looks like this. Samsung has launched a revision of the Samsung Galaxy Z Flip, this time around with the Qualcomm Snapdragon 865 Plus processor. Now, the Z Flip was more or less battered down and not accepted by a lot of people because of the poor internals. Samsung has changed that quickly by launching a revision and adding a much more powerful 865 Plus processor. Again, we're not sure if they're going to launch it in India with the upgraded processor because sales have been poor for the Z Flip for India at least. And a 865 Plus may not improve the sales any further because we are already expecting to see a new generation Galaxy Fold along with the new generation Galaxy Note, and people will tend to switch to that. And already Samsung is facing a lot of flack for using different kind of processors in the US and Korea market versus the rest of the world. And in India and the rest of the world, they use Exynos processors. So this time around, Samsung may not use Exynos processors, but it is a high likelihood that they will continue to use Exynos processors because it allows them to bring down the price of the phone considerably. What are your thoughts on the Exynos processors that are used in Indian Samsung devices? And do you think Samsung should sell Qualcomm Snapdragon enabled phones in India? Also, with the Z Flip being relaunched with the A65 chip, would you buy a Z Flip if they relaunch it with the 865 Plus chip in India? Let us know. So this is that time of Tech Sofa where I roll up my sleeves, pick up my phone and answer some of your questions and read some of your comments. So let's get started with that. The first one here is from Akash Prajapati. He says, "You're a cute person. Keep rocking." Oh, Akash. Thank you. The next question or the comment is, "This series is great. Keep continuing. And bloopers are a must." We'll keep continuing this series and bloopers will always continue because we have a lot of fun here at iGyan. This comment was from Sayan as well. There's this question from Rohan who asks, will this be a daily thing or a weekly thing? So we're trying to make it a weekly thing, but if we can, then we'll do it more than once a week. But at the beginning, Tech Sofa will be a weekly series on Thursday. So you can look forward to it next Thursday as well. Now we're getting a lot of questions from a lot of people about why they're not getting notifications from YouTube for our content. And we've seen this over the past couple of months as well. So if you are subscribed to iGyan and you do reach one of our videos and are wondering why you're not getting notifications, here's a quick fix. Hit the bell icon twice so that you get unbelled and then belled again so that you start to get notifications from us again. It's a quick fix. We've reached out to YouTube as well to answer why a lot of our subscribers are not getting notifications. Hopefully they can fix it soon. But for now, here, that is the quick fix and you guys should do that. That's it for this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed the second episode of Tech Sofa. If you did, smash the like button, hit the subscribe button. And until next time, this has been Bharat. I'll see you guys later. Kya hai? Rajat, shoot kar raha hu, I'll call you back. काट रहा हूँ तो समझ लेना भाई. रोल हो रहा है? नहीं, काट रहा हूँ तो समझ लेना भाई.